Right.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, well, I'm good, thank you, darling. I'm
It's
good.
so weird seeing people's faces. I'm like, what? Are you real?
Isn't it just? It's just been the weirdest. Well, what are we? 4 weeks now.
I've literally lost count. I thought it was Monday today. I actually thought it was Monday.
The only way I know it's a Sunday, it's the only day a week I know is because it's the one day I cook a roast. If it weren't for roasts,
Exactly.
I wouldn't have a clue. How are you finding it all, babes?
Oh gosh, well I'm on my own, so it's actually really weird.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I bet.
at first I thought, oh, it's not going to be as bad, and I was like, oh, but like at the beginning, I found it really difficult.
Yeah,
I think you forget how much like human contact like makes you feel much better.
definitely. Are you someone who likes their own space, though?
Yeah, very independent. Like
Yeah,
literally, yeah,
I bet it's got its perks, though. I bet it's quite nice sometimes.
exactly. Like I literally love living on my own. Like I literally live on my own, like a two bed. Like it's quite a little bit lonely sometimes, but I like my own space. I like doing my own thing, like freedom and everything like that. But
With social media and like FaceTimes and things like that, everyone's literally just a call or a message away, isn't they?
exactly, you could just call someone and they'll answer hopefully, or you could just go to the park. Literally anything. I mean, probably not with me. I'm like, hello, where are you?
So let's get straight into it. We've
Mm.
touched upon self isolation. You are a legend from Love Island. How
Oh,
was
thanks.
Love Island? Is it an hard show to do?
It's extremely difficult. But I had like the best time of my life. Like I was actually thinking about it the other day. I've had like a bit of like insomnia, which is shit, but it's so I was watching like old YouTube videos of like when we're in the villa and I was like, is that even me?
Does it seem a long time ago then?
Oh my God, so long ago now. It literally feels like 4 or 5 years ago. It's so weird. But I loved it.
What was the hardest thing when you was in the villa?
I think the hardest thing for me was like you forget when you like it's a game show and that you have to be in a couple and like I think the rejection side of it, like obviously you can get rejected like by anyone or like over your phone or whatever, but I think in there you're surrounded by it and like you're just like, oh my God, and you kind of get a little bit insecure. You start to like overthink everything about yourself and everything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I guess as well, because what I've always thought, with a show like that, never in any circumstances really in life, maybe the odd occasion if kind of you was married and you was going through something, but generally it's never a thing that you would have to live with someone that you've been dating and then you called it off. Because
No,
that
never.
must just be awkward turtle living with an ex.
Exactly. It's so awkward. And it's even awkward when you think like maybe someone's going to pick you or they fancy you. And then all of a sudden you're like still in the friendship bed and you're like, what the fuck? What is going on?
And then if you have to then see your ex cracking on with someone else,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a weird thing.
awkward.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And how long did you was in there for?
Oh, 7 weeks.
Oh gosh, that's a long time.
It was a long time. I forgot I forgot my address and everything. I remember like standing outside thinking, what is my address? I forgot my address, like my pin code on my like you just don't think about it.
Everyday things, yeah, that become just somewhere in our heads automatic. Yeah, because you don't have to use them, so it gets filed away. I bet.
Exactly.
What
And
do
I
you think
forgot how
of
to sing and everything.
the? What do you think about the rumours that came out today that they're thinking if this carries on with the ban on flights and things, that the next Love Island's going to be filmed in the UK?
Uh, I don't. I just can't see that. Like, why?
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
it's
I
not.
reckon.
It's not the same. What with hoodies and that? And like,
I reckon whoever has applied for the next series, if they get the phone call to go, oh, you're going to
Bournemouth.
UK, you're going to be like, oh. Because
No.
and it's been delayed potentially until August. I mean, this is all allegedly,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
August in the UK. So if you did 7 weeks, you could still be in there by October. We know what weather's like in October in England. No one's got to be sat on sun lounges.
No, it's also just like you want like it's the fact of being in Spain and like I don't know what it is when you're just there, you're like, oh my God, I'm on Love Island. Like,
Yeah,
this is mad. Do you know what I mean?
because it's kind of like a holiday romance, which you're not going to have. There ain't no holiday
I
romance.
don't want to be able to get the train home. Do you know what I mean? I want to be
Yeah.
able to like have to get a flight and it's actually a lot. Like go through Magaluf. Like I want to be able to do that. Like I don't want to just be able to pop on the bus.
No, definitely not. So one question I always ask Love Islanders, especially when I'm doing it, like the interviews and stuff with them, is if there was to ever be like an All Stars where they bring back the best of the best, is it a show you would do again?
I think I probably would do that All Stars. I think it'd be so funny. How funny would that be? Like, it'd be so much drama. I think it'd be a bit like X on the Beach, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, saying that, but I mean, amazing as a viewer to watch.
Oh my God, it'd be hilarious.
It
Or
would
it'd just be hilarious.
It would be an amazing show. I'd love to see them put together. I'd love to see you in there. If they
Oh
pick
my
like
God.
3 or 4 people from every series and then put you all in there. But hopefully
Oh
by
my
the time
God.
it can be abroad again, because I don't want you being over here cold.
No, I'm not.
Home.
No offense, I just don't want to be in Brighton Beach or anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, here's your date night on a Pebble Beach. Like, wait, no.
So are you dating anyone at the minute, babes?
No, I'm single at the minute.
And are you loving it?
So, I mean, I'm in isolation. So
you can still text and have a little flirt up.
I know, I'm literally like, I'm such an independent person. It's actually mad. Like, I'm just like happy on my own. Like, I'm happy with myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think like I'm always in relationships, like all the time. So I think it's important to have your own time. And what better time when I'm like forced to have my own time anyway?
100%. And I think so true what they say. The best situation to be in before meeting someone is when you're truly happy on your own. And then you kind of, you know that when you meet someone, it's because you want to be with someone and they enrich your life. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Or
yeah,
like you just need to like find your like inner self again. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And it's so, I mean, I know it's cliche. It's a cliche, but I think you have got to love yourself before you love someone else, haven't you?
Yeah, but I literally love being in relationships. Like, I love having a boyfriend, like, all the time. I just love it. It's a very me thing to be in a relationship,
in a couple,
and I fall in love really easily. Yeah.
Is this the longest you've been single?
No.
No.
The longest I was single was before the villa.
Yeah. Well, I think, like it says, when you're independent, it doesn't matter too much. When you don't rely on no one for nothing, that's the nicest situation to be in, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I just love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Someone.
You got a nice man on your arm. He's round the corner somewhere, I'm sure. we then see, I can't believe how well you sing, girl.
Oh, thank you.
I couldn't believe it when I was sat there watching you on X Factor, Celebrity X Factor. I was like, oh my God, because I've met you obviously a few times before. I was like, oh, I never knew she could belt out a tune like that. How did you find the X Factor as a show?
It was mental. It was like amazing. Like, I wrote in my diary when I was like, I don't know, like 9 or 10, like, you know, when you're just little or whatever. And I always wrote every year I'm going to meet Simon Cowell. I don't know why. Because I always wanted to be a singer. My mum's got it home. I want to meet Simon Cowell. And I want to go on X Factor. And I actually auditioned for X Factor when I was 15. I know, it's so weird. And I got through to the set like 2 rounds. And I think I just sounded so boring. They were like, tell me about you. And I was like, I go to ballet school. Like, I live in London. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just like, and I remember I sang Pixie Lott and I sang it too high. And I just remember thinking, Sam, what have you done? But, and I was distraught. Like, I was so upset. I definitely thought I think that was the year of like One Direction. No, someone massive. And then when I obviously got to audition for the Celebrity X Factor, I was like, this is mad. Like, I was like, this is mad.
She's gone full circle. Like, so what's the audition process like for Celeb X Factor? Do you still audition?
Yeah, so I auditioned, we all auditioned individually, our band. And I had no idea that like Zari, Al, or Wes were auditioning for it. Because we couldn't say to anyone, we were kind of like, oh, whatever, we're going for this thing. And Zara was like, so am I. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, we auditioned individually, and then they said like, what's the thoughts of being in a band? And I'm like, I was a bit like and ahhing because like I want to be my own singer, but I was like, what an opportunity. And I was like, Beyonce had to start somewhere, didn't she? So
exactly. Yeah. Well, Kelly and Michelle.
There we go. And so yeah, we auditioned, and then obviously when we practiced loads and stuff like that with the vocal coaches. And then with like the producers and everything like that. And then when we went to LA, that was our audition basically. And it was like I have never been so scared in my life.
So did you legit go to Simon Cowell's house in LA?
We went to Simon Cowell's house. Like it was, and the worst thing was I was really ill. I was so worried I wasn't gonna sing.
Oh
I
no.
was sick, like worse, like so sick, like like you know when you're just on the plane
Oh God,
and the
no.
flight was
Shit,
long.
no, you got to then go and sing to Simon Cowell. I bet you
And
was.
even on the first day, I bust my lip as well.
Oh
I don't know
no.
what I was doing. I was just jet lagged. I went to the gym and I just bounced a ball, hit my face, and I was like, okay, America.
And
And so I was like,
how long did that feel like the longest flight of your life going over there? Because obviously you think, right, when I get off this plane, I'm gonna just go around Simon's house, have a
yeah,
cup
yeah,
of tea, sing him a little song. Like,
literally,
who does that? That's not a normal thing to do, to go
it
to
was
Simon Cowell's
mad.
house.
And we had to like obviously film in the airport as well. So that was like, and we had to be like secret about it, but we were like, we're on X Factor. Like it was just strange.
So
And then
what
yeah, it was the
Simon Cowell's
longest
house?
flight.
Sorry, darling.
No, go on. There's a little
What,
bit delay. Sorry.
sorry, Bez. What's Simon Cowell's gaff like?
Oh my God, it is beautiful.
Oh,
Like you know when you're just in someone's like it's just white walls,
oh
beautiful
yeah.
gates. It
Stunning.
was really surreal. It was just surreal. Like Simon Cowell's like someone like like a mythical creature or something, but you
Yeah.
don't see him. It's like I could not believe it. And I shook his hand. I thought, what?
And how was he? Was he
Strange.
lovely?
He's so nice. Like everyone's like he's so scary, super hard, but like he is honestly so nice. And we were so lucky to have him as our mentor. We literally were like, oh my God, that was the best one we could have had.
Love that. Did you get his digits?
He doesn't have a phone.
Shut up. So you can't
He,
WhatsApp him?
he doesn't have a phone. No, no, fuming. Like Simon, here's my new song. Like,
Just got to send you a voice note, Si.
yeah. Bless him. He's so cute.
So what's next? Has two massive reality shows under your belt. Would you like
Yeah.
to do more reality?
Well, I don't mind, but I'm not too sure. I'm the worst because I don't watch really reality. I do watch reality TV, but only like Made in Chelsea or like Towie or do you know what I mean? Like the ones that have been going for a while. Like I can't really think of other ones. I'd love to do like Strictly or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say I could so see you on Strictly.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Obviously, being a dancer in that.
Dancing on Ice?
Yeah, but I'm scared of ice a little bit. Like that does petrify me a little bit. Like all them like headbangers and all that. I thought
Yeah. Can you imagine?
it just looks scary.
And can you skate?
A little bit. I think so. I can't remember.
I reckon you're one of them though that you would just put your all into it and
I do. I'm a perfectionist. If I can't get something right, I'm like I get fuming at myself. I have to like if I'm doing it, I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, you'd be that girl down the ice rink at 6 in the morning training.
Yeah, I don't care. 1 hour sleep.
Yeah, do it. I said maybe we'll see you on the screen in January then.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
And
Who knows?
what about music? Is music something you'd like to do further?
Oh my God. So like literally singing is what I want to do. It is really hard though, obviously, because coming off the back of like a TV show, people are like, oh really? Like she's just doing this to like just because she thinks she can sing now, she's got famous or whatever. But it's like I was actually in musicals before I was in the Villa. Like I've trained my whole life to be a performer, so this is what I really want to do. So there's a few opportunities down the line, but I can't do anything because I can't record.
Of
So
course, yeah.
I literally can't do anything.
Do you find it frustrating that people assume that you want to sing just because you've come off a TV show when actually, as you say, you've trained and you've done this prior to Love Island?
Yeah. Yeah, it is annoying sometimes because I think people just think that like you just go on a TV show and then all of a sudden you can be whatever you want to be, but it's not that. Like I've literally trained my whole life since I was like 12 years old, going across London on my own, like going to dance classes on a weekend, even singing. Do you know what I mean? All these things. So like it's a given for me to do that. But it is really, I think it's just really obnoxious of people to be like that, really. But I don't really take notice of it because I'm like, you wish you could do it, so.
Exactly. And I tell you what, just because someone's been on reality TV, I've done it for 417 years now. I cannot come off and sing a song. So if you can sing, you can sing, regardless if you've been on telly, because I cannot hold down a note. And I think when people get a rough stick and wanting to do something, people go, oh, you're just a reality star. Never let no one put you in a pigeonhole box, Bose, because if you've got a
Yeah.
talent and you really have, you keep pushing it. Because when I see and hear you on Instagram, it's absolutely incredible.
Oh, thank you. That's
I
nice of
really,
you. Thank
I
you.
really mean that. Oh, thank you so much for jumping on this live,
No
babes.
worries. I loved it.
Oh, thank you, sweet. So we should do this again in a few weeks. When you're free,
Yeah,
let me
we
know. 'Cause I know
should.
you had plans for later, so I appreciate you
Yeah.
squeezing me in.
No worries at all. Okay.
Take care, babes.
All right. Bye,
Thank you,
darling.
bye, darling.
Bye-bye. Bye.